President Cyril Ramaphosa has just a few days left as African Union Chair. DRC President Félix Tshisekedi will officially take over the rotating chair on Saturday. Now, he's got his hands full trying to consolidate his power at home. Let's discuss how this will affect his responsibilities as AU Chair with Sipho Mantula from the Thabo Mbeki African School. Very good morning to you, Sipho. How is he going to be able to focus on the important work needed at the African Union if he's fighting this battle at home?
Good morning, Jane, and Jumbo Africa to the viewers. Remember that President Tshisekedi, working with the foreign ministers, he has set up the team to look at transition. And remember, he has been moving through Cairo to Egypt, not knowing why, because South Africa, when it was taking the chair, it was from Egypt. Now, with the handover, remember that DRC has been embroiled in a conflict in the eastern part. He has been embroiled in the party political parliamentary reform. Now it is quite critical, even looking at the theme, looking at the leftovers that was done by the AU chair under South Africa, which was COVID-19, which is a very serious health hazard, a health challenge in the broader African Union, the issues of extreme terrorism that is going on in Mozambique, and at the same time, in even DRC Congo, there is political violence looming and even erupting.
If you look at DRC, the leadership of the African Union and Egypt, it seems that it doesn't matter who you are, what you do in your country, you still are in this position where you can take over a very important role. So that goes back to my question, what can people like this actually achieve?
Quite expectedly, Jane, but no matter the weather in the AU offices in Addis Ababa, remember that the person who's at the helm, it is questionable again. Faki, as the CEO of the AU again, he's now appetite for power. He'll be the one commanding Tshisekedi under the heads of state assembly. But for some of us, we are very doubtful because you look at the theme of AU, it is around the area of arts, culture, and heritage. At the same time, we have the Africa Free Trade Area, which has to be one of our profit gains that we have to look into. We have the issues of women empowerment. We have challenges of sliding of democratic values. We see Somalia coming up, Uganda, it is having challenges. We see Central African Republic having challenges. And as well, we see the conflict of the waters in the Nile between Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan. How, as Tshisekedi, as the chair, will he be able to maneuver that area? But like I've said to you, you have foreign affairs ministers who have been meeting since yesterday and today, shaping and trying to shake the agenda of African Union for 2021. But it will be a tough road for Tshisekedi. More so, he still has a problem back in Kinshasa with Kabila.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be great to see something coming from the African Union. I think we can all agree probably a little bit will be done under him. You spoke about Addis Ababa, and you've got troops there, and yet you see how the Tigray population is being treated. They do absolutely nothing. When it comes to Uganda, silence from the African Union.
Not really with the Tigrinya, Jane. I'll differ with you a bit because remember President Ramaphosa last year assigned what we call the envoys to go and meet with the Abiy. I mean, even if you know that when you are an envoy, you have to meet both sides. But we have the fugitives who are hiding in the mountains. Talking about Uganda, remember there is a presidential dispute that has been lodged now. But again, like you are saying, the AU was silent as well in the year 2020 in many crises like the Mali crisis of the mutiny that happened. The AU was silenced on the issue of Cabo Delgado with the regional bodies. And for the viewers' sake, we don't have to hammer on the AU. The AU exists through regional economic bodies. And those bodies, they live amongst member states, but citizens have to always hold the AU accountable, because that's where we are failing, Sister Jane, because it seems that the AU, it is the league of leaders only who are not accountable to no one, like you are raising the issue of Museveni. We still have Denis Ngwezu from Congo, Brazzaville, whose appetite for power once more. There are people like Mnangagwa as well, who's committing violations in his country. We still have leaders like Paul Biya, Cameroon. So the AU should be rebooted because the Agenda 2063, the Africa we want must be for the present generation and for the future generation.
I mean, we know what we want, but nobody's prepared to go for it. I mean, you've got the AU and SADC equally ineffective. Very good to talk to you, Sipho Mantula.